Who really impressed you out west? I know you made the trip with the team, and again, appreciate you hanging in with us as you just got back. But who really impressed you on that trip?
So I think it's hard to not be impressed by Ricky Rubio, but Dave, like coming into the year, I think a lot of people expected him to be a really, really important piece of this thing. Kevin Love has been better than I thought he was going to be at this stage, but Evan Mobley to me is the one that stands out. And look, I think we all knew he's the third overall pick. He was looked at as the potential franchise cornerstone. I think we knew that there were going to be these flashes of brilliance. Offensively and defensively, you're going to see things from Evan on a nightly basis, flashes throughout the game that make you say, whoa, this guy's different. But there's been a level of consistency, Dave, with his impact and his play that is uncommon for a rookie at this stage of his career, at this stage of his development, especially for this kind of guy, Dave, where he's not a high usage player. He's not going to have the ball in his hands constantly. He just finds a way, offensively and defensively especially, to make his team better and make everybody else around him better. And that is a rare trait for a 20-year-old kid who is still finding his way in the NBA.
You also can look at Jarrett Allen, and he has raised his game up. And you can absolutely play Allen and Mobley together. In a matter of fact, they complement each other really well. And I think that was a question coming into this. Could those two guys exist? And yeah, they're going to exist and thrive, it looks like.
Yeah, and the great thing about them, I feel like they fill in the gaps. So Jarrett Allen obviously can't play out on the perimeter. Everybody understands that. Well, Evan Mobley can. So the things that Jarrett Allen doesn't do great right now, and by the way, he's still only 23 years old, and there is still some upside there that they can pull out of Allen. So he is not a finished product by any means, and I expect him to get better and better as this season goes on. But the weaknesses that he has currently, like some of those things are Mobley's strengths, and he can fill in those gaps. And the same thing goes for Allen, right? He's more tough. He's more physical. He's more developed than Evan is right now. So he can handle those matchups against like Jokic and DeAndre Ayton in a way that Mobley can't right now because he's still only 20 years old and he's still coming into his body. Mobley right now is more of a 4. Allen right now is more of a 5. Maybe in the future, Mobley is going to transition to the 5 the way that Bosh did later in his career or the way that Kevin Garnett did later in his career. But for now, the Cavs need Jarrett Allen to play that kind of role so that Evan Mobley doesn't have to play that kind of role. So filling in the gaps, like whatever Allen is missing, Mobley brings, and whatever Mobley is missing, Allen is bringing. And that's a great combination. The Cavs always believed, Dave, that those two were going to be great together. But the reason why they've been able to use this tall ball lineup and be so unique is because of Lauri Markkanen's ability to play the 3. Without him, this is just a team with very good 7-footers, 2 very good 7-footers, but like a lot of teams have 2 very good 7-footers. 3, that's what makes the Cavs different.